Hello, Kyle here. At Mac Center, we're rolling out a new application known as Jamf Trust. In this video, we're going to explore how to set up and sign into Jamf Trust on your Mac Center issued macOS device. Moving forward, access to some cloud-based applications will now be restricted to only connections coming through Jamf Trust. A cutoff date has been set and will be provided to you in email or via a Teams channel. On your Mac Center issued device, Jamf Trust has already been installed. You can locate it by heading to the Applications folder and then looking for Jamf Trust. Once you've found it, double click on it and it will open. Once Jamf Trust opens for the very first time, it will then redirect you to whatever your default browser is, and the Mac Center Okta page will load. All you are required to do here is to sign in with your Mac Center email and password, and agree to any second form of authentication that you have configured with Okta. It is worth noting that if you've signed into Okta for the day or recently, the details will be cached on your machine. Jamf Trust will automatically identify that and proceed you to the next step straight away. The next step is just to allow your browser to reopen Jamf Trust. Once you select Allow, Jamf Trust will then open. Once Jamf Trust has an all green page like you can see on the screen, you can quit out of whatever browser you have open. And finally, just allow the notifications for Jamf Trust. With Jamf Trust now enabled, certain network traffic will now be routed through Jamf secure IPs. With Jamf Trust disabled, you will not be able to access some applications within our Okta tenant. So we're just going to take a look at what that looks like now. To disable and enable Jamf Trust, just go to the Jamf Trust icon in the top of the menu bar there, select it, and then select either enable or disable. So now I'm just signing into my Mac Center Okta tenant to have a look at what applications will look like with Jamf Trust disabled. I've now signed into our Okta tenant, and you can see some applications now have little padlocks next to them. Those applications with padlocks are now protected by a Jamf Trust, and we cannot access them unless we have Jamf Trust enabled. So, at the moment, I'm trying to click on IT Glue, but it's not opening. Going to the Jamf Trust menu bar, selecting Enable, seeing all green so you know you're good to go. And then a refresh of the page will give you access back to those applications. So you can see I've refreshed the page here. I'm scrolling down, you'll notice that there's no more padlocks and I can successfully access IT Glue. Now, if the application within Okta requires a second form of authentication like IT Glue does, you'll be required to send a push and accept that push for access to it. And that's it. That's how to use Jamf Trust with your Mac Center issued macOS device. Jamf Trust will also be looking at the security posture of your device, and if your device isn't up to a certain standard, you won't be allowed access into applications as well. Don't worry, you will get notifications about that on your device, and it's recommended to reach out to either Kyle, Aaron, or Nick to get that remediated and fixed up so you can access what you need to access. It is recommended that you leave Jamf Trust enabled during the working day. If you use your Mac Center issued device for any personal reasons, it is recommended that you disable Jamf Trust. We're not actively looking through the network logs, however, we have the ability to do so if an issue arises and we need to investigate it.